Hello there. Speaking at a Leave Means Leave rally today, the Tory Brexiteer MP Jacob Rees-Mogg warned that a punishment style of Brexit could be on the way. Speaking after the former UKIP leader Nigel Farage accused the PM of believing that Brexit means remain, Jacob Rees-Mogg likened the EU to the mafia and said that Brexiteers need to be ready to stand up to the bullies should they try to impose a sort of punishment Brexit on the UK. He also said that there were 39 other Tory MPs who were even tougher minded than he is, and neither he nor them would be turned away from delivering Brexit. Even if there are problems, even if there is a punishment Brexit, and there could be, what do you do? He asked, and answered his own question with, you stand up to a bully, that's what you do. Dare I say we have stood up to the French 1 or 2 times before, normally quite successfully. If the EU is a mafia organisation, if it says it is going to kneecap you, all the better for leaving because you have to get out of that organisation. If there is a punishment Brexit, that is only going to invigorate us. For his part, Farage did an impersonation of Theresa May dancing and claimed she was betraying the referendum vote. We had a people's vote in 2016. We made our decision, he said. For this government to attempt to leave in a half-and-half fashion is a betrayal of the trust that needs to exist between electors and elected. This is about right and wrong, and we want Brexit delivered. And he went on to say that the Brexiteers now need to rebuild that famous People's Army. And the pressure on the PM to deliver a proper Brexit is also coming from those who claim that there are still ministers in her government thinking of resigning if she continues to compromise with the EU. Speaking on the BBC Newsnight programme, Stuart Jackson, who was Tory MP for Peterborough up until 2017 and Chief of Staff to David Davis until he resigned as Brexit Secretary, said that resignations were quite possible and quite soon, with ministers considering their position given the importance of this issue. Now that would be interesting, suddenly having a few more people able to speak freely and spilling the beans from the backbenches instead of being tied down by collective cabinet responsibility. Now, for those that watch my videos regularly, you will be aware that I do occasionally ask, where is the Brexit civil servant and Theresa May's right-hand man, Ollie Robbins? And I ask this because Oliver Robbins was empowered by the PM to deliver Brexit, and at one stage his prominence threatened to outshine the Brexit Secretary, Dominic Raab, with jokes abounding about which one was the puppet. But Robbins suddenly disappeared from press coverage, and as a result dropped off the public radar screen. And being a suspicious and cynical sort, I wondered what he could possibly be up to that would require him to act in what appears to be almost total secrecy. Well, a piece in the Times seems to tell all. It reports that Robbins is more popular with those on the EU side of the negotiations than those on the side he is meant to be negotiating for or with. European diplomats, with whom Oliver Robbins spars daily, wax lyrical about his charm and brilliance. But back home the words used to describe the government's chief Brexit negotiator are less favourable. Secretive, cliquey, and not a team player, says the report. And it goes on to say that some Tory MPs believe Robbins has a Rasputin-like hold over the Prime Minister and is the brain behind the establishment plot to frustrate Brexit. And now we see what I take to be the fruit of his dastardly work. With talk of endless backstops and customs unions, more money to the EU from the UK, more time under ECJ jurisdiction, and our fishing grounds still not secured. And all this drives the Tories to be split on the issue, and the Labour Party is just clueless. Our laws will still be written outside of Westminster, our borders will still be open, and our money will still flow into the Brussels coffers. Since when was that taking back control? This is not a failure of Brexit. It is a failure of the political classes to deliver on the will of the electorate. It is the result of listening to the vociferous minority interests instead of the silent majority. It is the result of siding with the EU at every turn. It is the result of not believing in the people of the UK. In fact, it is the result of not even caring what the voters of the UK think or want. Those politicians want to be there. They get paid to be there, and many will be queuing up at the next election to stay there. Let's now see them deliver for the people that put them there in the first place. Unless they do, I see a future where their comfortable little two-party state no longer functions in quite the way they believe it is their right that it should. The electorate is waking up to their tricks and their usual tactics of blue on red and red on blue scaremongering over grinding the poor or taxing entrepreneurship or 24 hours to save the NHS might not be as effective as it was in the past. And I hope it will be totally ineffectual and lead to a new political order, with UKIP leading the UK out of the EU properly and for good, because the other parties lack the political drive to do it. So not one of them can or will ever deliver anything other than a form of Remain. So, please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.